Oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. So I am having some problems with the placement of my internet box. Apparently my cat likes to jump up on there, and I just noticed her pushing the box. So I may have to move my internet box at a later time, but for now, sorry for that slight interruption as we were celebrating the victory of Heather Ray. But we are back here live. Sorry for that interruption, but hopefully you'll forgive us. We are new at this and trying our best to bring you these matches live, even though we've had some bumps along the road. We are proud of our show and proud of our CCW superstars returning back to Canada, and we hope you make it back. Sorry for that slight inconvenience. And Heather Ray, congratulations to you once again for your victory here tonight. Your first victory over Big Bad Karen, sister of Hannibal and Nightmare, making her debut. And hopefully we'll see more of her and her big offset of offensive moves. I mean, I can't believe Heather Ray survived that power bomb turned into a Samoan drop. I haven't even seen some of our male super heavyweight superstars do moves like that. But it was almost like watching David and Goliath as Heather Ray overcame her much bigger opponent in her first victory tonight with blood dripping off her face as she smiles at us upside down with this eerie look of happiness across her face. Now, moving on to our next matchup of the night, we are going to start to find out who's going to face our tag team champions at a later date. But in order to do that, we got to, make things fair. We can't just say, you there, you get a tag team championship match, or you get a championship match. No. In the next few weeks, we're going to see some of our CCW superstars come to the ring in different matchups, and hopefully we see some of them in some victories that'll lead to them earning a title shot. And talking about somebody that needs to see a victory, we got Y01 coming to the ring tonight with his tag team partner, Uncle Buck Nasty, both former PlayStation 4 2K18 opponents making their return to the ring on our USA tour, but now coming back home to Canada tonight against Vancouver's own Viking, the Viking from Vancouver himself, Little Debbie, in his hometown of Vancouver, British Columbia. He has found success in the past in his hometown. Will he find success here again tonight? We'll find out as he is in the ring with his tag team partner, Lord Smoke. Now, here's the troublesome thing with this tag team is Little Debbie and Lord Smoke were actually in a 5-person elimination tables match that ultimately came down to them as the final two. Now, it's not often that tag teams kind of see themselves in the ring against each other. But since then, will the dynamics change? Will Little Debbie and Lord Smoke be able to fight for a singles championship, which Lord Smoke ended up losing at Bash at the Beach? So Little Debbie, word around the campfire sort of thing, was a little upset, thinking that if he would have won that tables match, Red Devil may not have left his hometown of Los Angeles, California, or Myth Ninja One's hometown of Los Angeles, California, as the champion. So if you remember on our USA tour, Little Debbie and created by PlayStation named Poon Handler, and Red Devil, created by PlayStation named Myth Ninja One, had a back and forth for that PlayStation Network Championship across our USA tour. And right as we thought we were going to see the conclusion of round 3 between these two guys, Red Devil winning Little Debbie winning the championship off of Red Devil, and then a few weeks later, Little Debbie winning it back. Red Devil winning it back. Little Debbie thought he would have a shot at Bash at the Beach until his tag team partner, created by a PlayStation named Smokey_7078, came into the ring in that tables match and actually came out a winner. It came down to the final 2. So can these tag team partners see eye to eye here in the ring tonight? Or will it be a disaster, and with Y01 and Uncle Buck Nasty taking advantage of that? And we'll find out now And with the winner of these matches coming up over the next couple of weeks will be entered into a 4-way tornado tag match at our episode 25. We'll be celebrating 25 weeks and a show in a really, really kick-ass arena that the city of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada has promised us. They said it's going to be a whole new arena. It's currently still under construction, but by the time we make it there on event 25 weeks in a row, we'll be celebrating this new state-of-the-art arena, and it's going to be fun. So hopefully that'll be a good way of celebrating 25 weeks in a row in Hamilton, Ontario, with one of the matches being the winners of these tag team matches over the next few weeks, facing the tag team champions in a 4-way tornado tag elimination match. It's going to be crazy. 8 superstars, 4 teams of 2. You get pinned or submitted, you're eliminated until only one tag team remains. That's going to be interesting, but to see who's going to be the first person to be in that matchup against their tag. You know the tag team champions are going to be there. El Jefe Papa, created by bigLpaso, and Yokai, created by Myth Ninja One. But who else is going to be in that matchup? We'll find out one of those teams here tonight in Vancouver, British Columbia, as we have our main event being Uncle Buck Nasty and Wild One versus Little Debbie and Lord Smoke. Our sincerest apologies again for any of our technical difficulties. We hope to get our internet together here. I'm actually going to talk to my internet provider and let's just say give old Mr. Rogers a call there and say what is going on. But until then, we're going to see if we can hold on for another event here as Vancouver is getting ready for this main event. Y01 and Uncle Buck Nasty, created by PlayStation name Yo Vision and his tag team, The Vision.
My sources tell me that the entire tag team division is watching this one backstage. That's how important this match is.
Y01 and Uncle Buck Nasty making their way to the ring. They haven't found much success in the tag team division, as they only had one matchup so far, which was a loss. They're hoping to change that momentum here tonight with a victory. Once you start getting on a losing streak, though, it's hard to see yourself snap out of it. And again, no one's in control. This is all the computer. And what the computer decides is what we put out here live for us all to see. And I think that's what makes it interesting. Other shows, I'm sure, are great, and they have their people controlling their wrestlers and controlling the events, but here on CCW Live, we create the wrestlers, and we let the computer control them. As the Northern Knights now make their way to the ring with shields in hand, will they be able to shield bash their way to tag team champions? Chip Gold, not here tonight, as it is a regular tag team match, unlike last week in our Extreme Rules match tag team.
All the prep work, man, all the conditioning, it was all building to this match right here.
This will be a regular rules. There will be pinfalls, submissions, rope breaks, countouts at the ring of 10, count of 10, and disqualifications. So no shield bashing, no kendo sticks or bass tubes allowed. This is to see which tag team are the better wrestlers, the better fighters. And right out of the gate, Wild One knocking that taste out of Little Debbie's mouth as he boots him right in the face and misses, though. The back crossbody splash.
Nice calf kick, great elevation.
Little Debbie is a former PlayStation Network champion, a former world champion. At one point held both belts at the same time. Wild One was actually our last PlayStation Network champion back on 2K18. He hasn't gotten himself any championship gold yet on CCW Live. But with a win here tonight, him and his creative partner, Uncle Buck Nasty, will be one step closer on trying to secure PlayStation Network, CCW Tag Team Championship gold. Little Debbie drop kick in Wild One of the ropes here, but gets sent into the corner. Back and forth as these two cruiserweights fly at each other. And that's what makes some of the tag team dynamics interesting. As you can see, Lord Smoke's a heavyweight, Little Debbie's a cruiserweight. Then we got Wild One as a cruiserweight, and Uncle Buck Nasty as a super heavyweight. So it all depends on who you're going up against. Some other tag teams like Hawk Carl and Gary Dangerous are both cruiserweights. Other tag teams like Hannibal and Nightmare, they're the Brothers of Destruction, and they're both super heavyweights. So sometimes that plays a factor, you know. Are you going to be all strong and powerhouse moves, or are you going to be quick and fast with some high flying techniques? Both can be deadly in its own way, but both have their own strategies. And a tag team move delivered with perfection as Uncle Buck Nasty just helped Wild One toss him up on the shoulders and slam him down. Little Debbie, though, no stranger to his kicks, as he has used those long leg stockings of his to knock out and tap out many CCW superstars throughout CCW Live. With Puna and his Little Debbie getting up to the top rope, and he tries to do a splash on Wild One, but his Wild One, I think, was going Super Saiyan there for a second. He wouldn't even take any damage. He was just asking for the audience to give him some energy or something and shouting out. And now Little Debbie's in trouble as he just gets slammed into that barricade. The fans in the front row are getting the show as Wild One reverses that, and we almost could see a count out here if these two superstars aren't quick on their feet here. Oh no, referee's at a 9 count, and Little Debbie gets in right at the last second. One more count, one more second, and the referee would have had to disqualify Little Debbie. But Little Debbie gets in, scores that tag to his partner, and throws him with that diving metal headbutt and that metal knee pad right into the face of Wild One. Look at Wild One. The only metal on him is his belt buckle, I think. So unless he's throwing his waist at him with a crossbody splash, ain't no metal hitting the flesh of any other opponent. But when it comes to Lord Smoke, a lot of people are saying there's some controversy here. Like, should he not have to take off the metal helmet? Should he be allowed to have full knight armor pads? Like those knee pads, those elbow pads, that's not made out of fabric. The only thing soft on him is his loincloth, and ain't nobody want to get hit by that. Uncle Buck Nasty going to the ring now. I think he's had enough. He said, no, let's fight heavyweight to heavyweight right here, right now.
I suppose you have to take the shot, but it's
as these two big guys put on a show for our main event here tonight.
Getting sent to the turnbuckles. Quick tag.
The crowd in Vancouver is cheering on their Viking from Vancouver as Lord Smoke sets him up for a deadly double axe handle to that spine, followed up with a kick to the back. And he gets a 1 count, though. I think Little Debbie's going to have to hit him a few more times with moves like that to keep this big guy from Kingston, Jamaica down. So we got one tag team from Canada with Little Debbie and Lord Smoke, and one tag team from Kingston, Jamaica from Wild One and Uncle Buck Nasty. Both representing their competitive places proudly as they're putting on a show here tonight. Little Debbie takes the big guy down. Wild One, I think, knows he's in trouble, and he breaks up the pin. Some tough tag team action happening right here in front of us in Vancouver, British Columbia. tonight's CCW Live. Oh, look at that punch to the back. Scoops him up and drops him and busts his nose. I think I just saw his nose crack in half there. Little Debbie's going to have to get his nose unbroken after this matchup. And he's pissed about it. Look at this. Calling out to the crowd with a bulldog of his own. Look at that. I think he's ready for a tag here. Or is he? Kicking him to the gut. Oh. Uncle Buck Nasty's got Little Debbie's foot here, and he slams him right down to the ground with ease. Kick to the midsection, puts him between his legs, picks him up for a powerbomb, but Little Debbie, he's no stranger to that move as he knows how to get out of it, and look at that dragon twist. I think he has him here. Uncle Buck Nasty's lights are right out. Yes! And the Northern Knights secure a victory. Although they had to fight over that PlayStation Network Championship, they're showing that they can know what they're doing when it comes to tag teaming still, and are able to put their differences of singles competition aside and come out as a fierce tag team here tonight. One to watch out for is Little Debbie and Lord Smoke are victorious here tonight, with Little Debbie scoring a pinfall victory over the big Uncle Buck Nasty in front of his hometown crowd of Vancouver, British Columbia here tonight. There we go. This Canadian tag team will be the first tag team to enter into the four-way tag team matchup. 4 tag teams fighting for the CCW Tag Team Championship in Hamilton, which will be Lord Smoke's hometown as well. So the victory in Little Debbie's hometown here tonight in Vancouver has led to the victory of Lord Smoke. So that seems to be pretty awesome, folks. I mean, I'm happy to hear about that. And this should be concluding our tonight's show, but give me one moment here, folks. I'm hearing from the backstage here. I think there's something going on backstage. Give me a second here. There's something going on between 2 superstars right now. Oh, it's Prince Moonbeam. Prince Moonbeam and Primetime Brian are fighting backstage right now. Primetime Brian said on the phone last week, he called in, I Kill the Boss called in at Bash of the Beach and said, I want to see Prince Moonbeam in a match. I want him in a match right now. But he didn't say he wanted to fight him. He wanted to see him in a match. He wanted to see Prince Moonbeam come out with a victory, come out with a match. I thought he was trying to be a fan, but I think Primetime Brian was just trying to set Prince Moonbeam up. As Prince Moonbeam was still here in the arena, and Primetime Brian, he wasn't even scheduled for a matchup tonight. So what was Primetime Brian doing here? He was waiting for Prince Moonbeam. He figured, after his matchup, whether he wins or loses, he'll be fatigued. And that's when he was going to wait for him to strike.
With the lariat.
I Kill the Boss's Primetime Brian won at the Battle of Britannia on our Canada Day special, which we thought concluded any beef that these guys had. But I guess Primetime Brian still has a bone to pick with Prince Moonbeam as he sends him flying across the back room here. It's almost like he was waiting for him. Waiting for him to have his match and then go for the attack backstage.
You've been in some unique brawls. Any advice
But
on
Prince
how to get
Moonbeam,
control here?
Just keep your cool,
he's
man.
showing
Don't let
Primetime
your
Brian he
rage
means
blind you
business.
just because
Now, this isn't
you're not
official, folks. There's no
annoying match.
referee.
You gotta stay in control
There's
of
no
things.
actual fight logged here for tonight. This is just two men fighting in the backstage area. And I think Primetime Brian set this up last week. Oh, and I don't know if he's going to regret it, because Prince Moonbeam just smashed his face off of that pallet over there. Oh, series of kicks followed with series of hits followed with a drop kick there. Oh, I think I could see some of the blood coming off of Primetime Brian as he's dragging Prince Moonbeam across the backstage area here. Oh, what a slap. Prince Moonbeam making sure Primetime Brian regrets ever trying to jump him backstage after a match, especially after his first victory.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Oh no, we're sorry the events earlier today ended up getting interfered, but right now we were going to conclude with that tag team match being our main event, but I guess these two guys had other plans. Well, I guess I Killed the Boss's Primetime Brian had other plans, and we didn't want to leave you guys hanging. We were thinking we could cut the show right now and deal with this, but I mean, if the fight's going to break out, we might as well record and watch it. As Primetime Brian's calling Prince Moonbeam up to his feet with that taunt. Oh, maybe he should have spent a little more time fighting and less time taunting. Oh, throws him right into that crate. Look at his back. He's reeling in pain. Get up, Prince Moonbeam. Show that you can't just get jumped, or else they're going to jump you every week. Oh, look at that kick to the face. I think he busted him wide open. Oh, he's got a shovel in his hand.
And he manages to escape just
oh, shit. Drop kick missed. And that neck breaker on the concrete floor.
Up into the torture
what kind of move is this? He's got him up and a knee to the face. Not much more Prince Moonbeam, Primetime Brian can take. Both these men are damaged. Oh, now Primetime Brian's got that shovel. But, oh, Prince Moonbeam rolls out of the way, but not for too much longer. Oh, no. What's he going to do with that pylon? Oh, that's got to break a back. This isn't the ring. This isn't a carpeted mat. This is concrete and metal these men are beating themselves up with. Prince Moonbeam's going to make Primetime Brian regret ever jumping him backstage after a match. And forever trying to set something up to jump him like he is right here.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense. His core clearly the offensive focus right now.
That's what I think I Kill the Boss's Primetime Brian he had to call last week at Bash the Beach. And he was saying, hey, I want to see Prince Moonbeam in a match. And I think that's exactly what happened. He was trying to set him up so he can jump him in the parking lot.
But right hands create separation. And look at this.
Oh, picks him up and right down on the concrete. Prince Moonbeam's in trouble. Prince Moonbeam, I don't think knows where he is. Oh, and I Kill the Boss's Primetime Brian just beats the shit out of Prince Moonbeam with that shovel. An assault just took place at the end of our show here, folks. That wasn't supposed to be our main event. That shouldn't have happened that way. And we are sorry for the internet interruptions. We are sorry for the backstage assault you just had to witness. That again is an official win or victory. There was no ref, no nothing. That was just an all-out jumping. I guess we'll have to see where what happens with that. I'm sure Prince Moonbeam's going to want to see some blood after that assault back here. We'll have to follow up. And congratulations once more to Heather Ray with your victory over Big Bad Karen tonight. Congratulations to Prince Moonbeam for your victory over Shark Boy tonight in the Misfits. Sorry to see you get defeated by and beaten up by Primetime Brian here tonight, but we'll see what you do in the ring or maybe in the next coming weeks about that. And as far as our tag team division goes, nice attempts there by Wild One and Uncle Buck Nasty, created by Yo Vision and representing Kingston, Jamaica. But you were unable to win a victory tonight, so we won't see you in Hamilton. But we will see Hamilton's own Lord Smoke, created by PlayStation name Smokey_7078, and Little Lemmy, the Viking from Vancouver, who came out a victor in a pinfall matchup in front of his hometown crowd of Vancouver, British Columbia tonight. And we will see you guys in Hamilton alongside the champions El Jefe Papa and Yokai, the Disciples of Darkness, as our tag team champions are now know one of their challengers for their belt in that fatal four-way tag team elimination match, celebrating 25 weeks. And this will conclude our event here for tonight here on CCW Live. And we hope you guys all enjoyed the show. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like us and follow us. And we will hope to see you again next week as we come back to Calgary, Alberta, Canada next week. And we'll have another tag team match to find out our number one contender and who our next number one contender is, or next challenger for the tag team championship is. Who knows? We might see more of this battle between Prince Moonbeam and Primetime Brian, as well as another female matchup. Who knows? Maybe Big Bad Karen wants to try to make another attempt at another CCW superstar. We'll find out who that will be next week. But until then, thank you all for tuning in. Good night, everybody.